Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 7th of November. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. This is a video for paying subscribers at chartingthemarkets.substack.com. It's published on YouTube after a delay of 24 hours. Now, on Wednesday morning, I was looking at a whole load of buy signals. Oh, I did a post today, by the way, so check that out. But I was looking at a whole load of buy signals. I've got to say, they were better than the buy signals we're looking at this morning, i.e. they went deeper and it was a clearer divergence. We've already lost one of the divergences I was talking about in my post this morning. We could lose the others. We're below yesterday's low here and it's all looking kind of heavy. Also, we had nice looking double bottoms at the close yesterday. These have not been aging like fine wine. So these are deteriorating as we go lower, and obviously we could lose, it's a weak buy signal and we could lose that divergence, but for what it's worth, there's still a possible double bottom here and we do have some positive divergence. NQ, again, possible double bottom, again, not aging like fine wine, and again, we got a possible 60-minute buy signal brewing. On RTY, I referred, this did have positive divergence and a possible double bottom. We've still got the possible double bottom set up, but we've lost the divergence. In terms of YM, we've still got a possible 60-minute buy signal brewing, decent looking little wedge here. I'm wondering about seeing a decent rally here. I'm skeptical about seeing a full reversal back up to the high. It's a possible 60-minute buy signal brewing, a weak one on DAX, and very much possible double bottom there too. ESTX, not a double bottom. Maybe heading down to this target, which is looking increasingly more probable. So we will see, but no positive divergence worth the mention. All right, let's have a look at those on the bigger picture charts. Okay, yesterday we broke below the daily middle band on SPX, and if we see a close below it today, then that will be a confirm and it will open lower targets. I'm leaning towards lower targets, but I'm happy to be surprised if it goes the other way. We saw a break below the daily middle band yesterday, and again, I'm looking for a confirmation close today. We've still got RSI 14 buy signals. We've not really made a lot of progress with those so far, but if we continue going down, these may actually reach the possible near miss targets. SPX back under the 50 level, Qs back under the 50 level, Dia. We've got we're not back under the 50 level because this has been holding up the best, and this tested the daily middle band yesterday, but hasn't broken it, and it hasn't reached the rising wedge support yet. And of course, they've broken down on all three of the others. On IWM, that broke down first. So we almost reached the daily lower band yesterday. And the wedge had already broken down last week. I'm liking the downside here. Not seeing an awful lot of reason for it to go up, but I would note that this is the one which already has a possible daily RSI 5 buy signal brewing, but it is alone. I'm leaning towards all of these going down to those obvious support levels. This is the obvious support level on IWM, and this is the closest. But the obvious support levels on the others are on SPX, I've got the reversal back to the October low, which is basically the target I'm looking at for all of SPX, Angler Qs, and Dia. If we make that, we've got a possible head and shoulder neckline there, and we've got the same on Qs, and we've got the same on Dia. Dia, the target would be in about the 454 area. Qs, that target's in the 389 area, and SPX, that target is in the I think 65.50 area or 65.55. It's these are the obvious targets to get to, and we've done enough technical damage that I think we've got a good shot at making them. So that's what my lean is, but I am aware of the positive divergence this morning, possible double bottoms, although not looking nearly as nice as last night. In terms of the bottoming patterns on the indices, this actually could give us a small double bottom on SPX. Not a large one, but, you know, a possibility. On Qs, got a possible double bottom maybe this morning. Possible small double bottom on Dia as well. Looking at IWM, Again, we could see the same. So watching that with interest, leaning more towards the downside, but we will see. Next week, we've got bearish tape. We've got neutral tape every day except Tuesday. Tuesday's got some fairly strongly bearish tape, but if we are going to see a continuation down, that would be a pretty good week historically to see it. Looking at DAX, DAX, no current divergence. It's at the daily lower band, and the obvious target there is a test of the possible head and shoulder neckline or possible asymmetric double top support in the 23.3k area. Nikkei has gone down again. It has reached the no, it rallied from the daily middle band, which is obviously potential support. We've got an RSI 14 sell signal here, and that has actually fixed, although it's fixed by such a narrow margin. I generally like to see it go a little more than that. So waiting to see if that gives us a decent fix. If so, that would definitely open the way to more downside. And I think that's likely what we're looking at here across the board. Although I am looking for a potential rally first, and those divergences, if they survive, may well give us a decent shot at a reasonable rally today. So we shall see. All right. Looking at DX, we've got a possible head and shoulders here, which I'm watching. No current divergence, but USD, we've got a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing. I am wondering if we're going to see Euro reverse back down and DX might reverse back up. Not a lot to see on the other currencies. On ZB, we've got this possible falling wedge, which I'm watching, which is trying to break up at the moment. I'm thinking we might see a bit of a rally. ZN, the same. Broke over the declining resistance. And obviously, we'd already made the downside target on ZN and almost made it on ZB, although we did make the full first downside target very well. Forming a potential bull flag wedge here on CL. HO has already been continuing up. RBOB has already been continuing up. I'm going to have a look at those wedges and see whether they still look like wedges. These could be bearish overthrows, but I'm thinking they're probably not. 60-minute sell signal is brewing on RBOB. On NG, possible double top here on a 60-minute sell signal, and that's getting close towards the possible near miss target, but hasn't reached it yet. Nice looking double top that could break us down and give us a back test of the monthly pivot at 3.977. GC hasn't changed. We are still consolidating sideways and waiting to see whether we'll see a breakdown and towards the head and shoulder target. Same with SI, although that IHS I've been looking at as an alternative is now complete, but it hasn't broken up yet. On Palladium, the same. So really, we're an inflection point on all of these where we can break down towards these targets or we can reverse back up to the highs, and chances are we'll do one or the other. Looking at platinum, possible bear flag forming. HG, we had a nice little double top that broke down. Obviously, the main double top has support here, and waiting to see. This looks like a bear flag forming, and I'm thinking we may well head down to that and then continue down. Looking at KC, still wondering about a high retest. 60-minute sell signals reached the possible near miss target. SB, still looking at a potential level bottom here. CC, still looks like a bear flag, but we've got a possible weak 60-minute buy signal brewing. CT has broken down from the this alternate bear flag megaphone, and I think that's going to make target. If we get down below this level here in about the 63, 65 error, I think, then that will fail the inverted head and shoulders. Actually, no, it's already failed. This was the right shoulder low. So that's failed. I'm leaning towards seeing a retest of this low. Lumber, we've got a probable move down to retest this low, may well just continue lower. ZW, seen a bit of a retrace, possible 60-minute buy signal brewing, possible head and shoulders forming. Hang on. Right, looking at corn, possible 60-minute buy signal brewing, possible topping action, looks like a bullish consolidation overall, though it's likely some kind of a bull flag. On soy, broke down from a little double top, waiting to see if that follows through. On ZL, we've had an IHS breakup and it's failed. So leaning towards seeing another retest of this low. Live cattle is continuing down. It's getting pretty close to the first of the alternate double top targets. No current divergence. Lean hogs, still a nice looking falling wedge. Hasn't broken up yet. Just drifting down at the moment. Weak 60-minute buy signal fixed, but not delivered anything so far. All right, let's have a look at questions. No questions. In that case, I think that's a wrap, guys. Everyone have a great weekend. See you in the morning. Take care.